What's up YouTube, it's your boy StanZZ here and welcome back to a brand new Pixelmon Generations update video. Today is the day. If you are a shiny hunter when it comes to Pokemon, I guess Pixelmon in this case, then this update is for you. Pixelmon Generations brings you shiny hunting methods and nifty items to better your odds in shiny hunting. A ton of other things got brought into the mod pack to make your experience even better on top of that. So let's take a look at all the new things added. But before we get into it, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you are new, turn on that notification bell so you never miss a video. Let's check out the updates. Okay, so the first thing that I want to show off and talk about a little bit is the new shiny hunting method. So 2018 brought the first Pokemon game to the Nintendo Switch in the form of the Let's Go games. Of course, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Those new games brought in a new method in the form of catch combos. If you guys don't know what catch combos is, basically the more you catch of one same species, meaning the more you catch of one of the same Pokemon, the greater your odds are of a shiny Pokemon appearing. So the way that it works though is you have to catch the same Pokemon. Look at the Maractus behind me, or the Charizard that's behind me. I have to catch 31 Maractus for this method to work. Or 31 Charizards. Especially in the Charizard situation, you can't catch, let's say, a Charizard here, Charmander there, a Charmeleon there. No, it has to be the same Pokemon 31 times and it increases your odds. In the Let's Go series, it increased your odds for 1 in 273 if you had your shiny charm. Here in Pixelmon, just because there is more Pokemon spawning in, because it's like an open world environment, there's a lot more Pokemon showing up, the odds are a little bit higher, but you can of course configure it in the game files, in the mod pack files. So if you're running your own server, you can set up to whatever odds you guys want. And it's very, very simple, very, very easy. It kind of just throws it out there, you just change the number around. There might be something else to it, but that's how it works. Now, how are you going to know if you're on this catch combo? So let me go ahead and show you guys. Using everybody's favorite Pokemon, Charizard, right? Everybody's favorite Pokemon is Charizard. So the Charizard's out here. Let's engage in a battle with it, if I can reach it. Boom. I'm in the battle. Let's go ahead and just, for the sake of time, we're going to throw a Master Ball. This is the first time encountering the Charizard. We're going to try to catch this guy just a little quickly here. Master Ball, easy catch. Boom. Right? We have it. That's our first Charizard. How about we go ahead and spawn another one? How about that? So, Pokespawn Charizard, he's going to spawn in just right here. Let's go ahead and throw a Pokeball at him, and then same thing. Another Master Ball, let's go ahead and catch it, easy. That's our second Charizard. Now keep a lookout in chat. This is how you know this catch combo is working, okay? Boom. It popped up in chat. Your catch combo for Charizard is now up to 2. So of course, odds get a little bit better as you go. So when you get to 11, when you get to 21, and then finally when you get to 31. Now the way that this method goes is that you can continue catching past 31, but 31 is pretty much going to bring you the best odds. So anything after that really kind of useless, to be honest. It doesn't change anything when it comes to the odds. So there's that. You continuously catch your Charizard. We'll show one more, and then you'll see that the catch combo turns into 3 at that point. No, can I catch you, please? There we go. So Master Ball should be easy catch, and it should pop up in chat very, very quickly and tell you guys about that. Come on, Master Ball. There we go. And your catch combo for Charizard's now up to 3. And then of course you go on to 31. Things become a little bit easier and they start spawning in for you. And of course, we've already showed off how the shiny particles look, so it'll be easier for you to notice said shiny Pokemon and sparkles and things like that. Now, I did mention, however, that you kind of, I did mention it with the catch combo to make the chances even greater. You need the shiny charm, and up until now, that's not something that's been in this mod pack. Until this update. This update is bringing you shiny charm. So if you guys don't know what the shiny charm does, basically another way to increase your odds of finding a shiny Pokemon. I'm telling you, this update is for the shiny hunters out there. If you aren't looking to get a shiny Pokemon, you want your best chance of getting a shiny Pokemon, whether it be through breeding or through finding it out in the wild or catch combo and stuff like that. Shiny Charm's just gonna make it so much better. Now in the games, normal shiny rates, I believe it's 1 in 4,000. With the Shiny Charm, it changes it to 1 in 1,400. And then, of course, if you have like the catch combo, it goes 1 to 273. Now, again, Pixelmon works a little bit different. I'm gonna be real with you. It's still very, very simple. It makes the most sense because there's a lot more Pokemon spawning in, a lot more encounters happening in Pixelmon than it is in the main series game. So the odds of finding a shiny is a little bit higher. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Of course, things like that can get changed in the game files and things like that, which is still pretty good. What we want to do now, I want to see if I can get that Shiny Charm for you guys so I can show it to you guys. Now, I have about 100 Pokemon caught. I have to go through a ton. So I'm going to try to do that real quick, and then I want to see how the Shiny Charm looks, because I don't have it yet. So let's try to find that out for ourselves. And then real quick, before I get into the Shiny Charm, chasing, I also want to throw it out there, Shiny Charm increases your chance of a Shiny while doing the chains. So that's a thing. Catch combos only break if you capture a different Pokemon than your chain. So say, for example, on that Charizard, I caught 3 Charizards, but if I go catch like a Charmeleon or a Charmander, it breaks the chain for the Charizard, and I would have to start all over. If you're in the middle of a chain and you log out of the server or the server shuts down, that will break your chain as well. This is information that you want to have to know and basically plan around it and stuff like that. Killing a Pokemon, however, won't end the combo. If I'm not mistaken, the devs kind of told me that's how it works. So that's going to be something for you guys to be on the lookout for. Alright guys, so I almost have this Shiny Charm. I just want to see exactly how I go about getting it. We have a few more Pokemon to catch. We're going to catch them live, and then we'll go to see what comes next, to be honest. So, we need to go ahead and do Pokespawn Zeraora. Once that spawns in, he's here. Let's go ahead and just engage battle and then throw Master Ball. Simple as that. We want to engage in the battle just to see if that makes a big difference from catching it in battle or like outside. Master Ball should be easy catch. Nothing there for us to really worry about. My Squirtle's probably going to try to evolve though. Let's cancel out. Let's just move on. What I want to show off next is going to be instead of... Oh, no, never mind. So Pokespawn Melton is the next one to go to. Oh, and it says it right here in chat, going off of the catch combo from earlier, your catch combo for Charizard has ended at 3. So that means because we caught something else, that catch combo ends, and it'll tell you in chat. So it's a good way to keep you up to date on how that catch combo goes. Melton spawns in. Let's go ahead and engage in battle. Same thing, throw Master Ball should be an easy catch. And then after this, the final Pokemon that we need to catch will be Melmetal, because Melton and Melmetal are both in the game, or in the mod pack. Those are really the last things that we need to catch. Melmetal. This is the big guy. This is the final one that we need to catch. After we catch this, should get us the Shiny Charm, and I want to see where that goes. If it's going to be some sort of achievement in chat, if it's going to let us know in chat, if it's going to change anything. I know obviously it changes the odds, but let's see how this goes. So the Melmetal has been caught. Yeah, Ivysaur gets these levels. Cool. Get that out of my way. Nothing's really changed though. What if I do like, let's game mode survival, right? Maybe it's because I'm in creative that's a big thing. No, there's not really much. Something like telling me that my Pokedex has been completed. But if you go ahead and of course check your Pokedex, which we'll get into in just a moment, we have obtained all 809 Pokemon, and we've seen them all, of course, so we've caught them all. We'll talk about the Pokedex in just a second. Just know that this, at this point, should trigger the Shiny Charm. I know it's not a hidden item. I know it's not it's not much to it. It should give it to you at some point, but that's going to be something that to figure out with the devs. But the Shiny Charm should trigger once you catch all the Pokemon, and that, of course, means that you get yourselves a higher chance of finding shiny Pokemon, which is pretty cool. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, I have ourselves the Shiny Charm. So I have no idea. I talked to the devs. They gave me a command that would basically give me the Shiny Charm. And this is immediately what pops up. So theoretically, when you catch all the Pokemon, this is how it's going to happen. It'll pop up. It'll do a little jingle, and it'll tell you you've unlocked the shiny charm. So we should be good here. We open up our inventory, and then now that Mega Stone, the huge Mega Stone where that was at, the shiny charm is there. And then you can unequip it, and then you can equip it back again. So there's that. Now we have the shiny charm. That means our odds of catching shiny Pokemon are a little bit higher. And that's basically, now I showed you guys what happens when you catch all the Pokemon too. So you get that nice little jingle, and you get that that big the big old thing on the screen telling you that you have the shiny charm now. So we have that, which is pretty cool. I think that's phenomenal, and it just helps you with shiny hunting. So I really just can't wait for other shiny hunting methods, really. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to be talking about is, of course, the Pokedex. I know you guys saw that. I know I had to go through it and show you guys that I've caught all the Pokemon, but it's there. The Pokedex has gotten a overhaul, and it doesn't seem like too much, but of course, it is a drastic change from what we've had in the past, which is a lot better, to be honest. It takes a lot of inspiration from Pokemon Let's Go. Let's Go is personally a fantastic game. I think it was done really well to get new players into the Pokemon franchise, while also trying to see what the Switch can do for Pokemon. I know it's no main series game, but that regardless though, it served its purpose well, brought in a new shiny hunting method, which is pretty good. And then it just overall kind of giving you a little bit more visually appealing things. For example, the Pokedex being one of them. So as you guys can see, all the sprites are here. You scroll down and you know, everything's here because I've caught everything. All the Pokemon are there. That's how they look. Now, if you go ahead and click on one, let's go ahead and choose the Wartortle, right? It'll show you the model. It'll tell you the time where you can catch it, which is night and day. Tell you which biomes, and it'll give you a little bit of description of the Pokemon, typing, dex number, and stuff like that. And of course, if you use your arrow keys, you can go through it. Now, the models do look a little bit off size-wise. Like, some are a little bit bigger. And others are very smaller, like if you can see the Metapod to the Butterfree. Of course, things like that gets adjusted as you play. It's very, very normal. This is, of course, I am on a beta version, so hopefully when you guys get the finalized version, it's a little bit better. Of course, not everything's going to be perfect off of launch. That's why fixes exist. That's why updates exist. So don't worry about that if something seems off. Best thing for you guys to do when something does seem off is tell the dev team through their Discord. That's probably the best place to tell them, is their Discord, and then they can roll around trying to get some fixes. But of course, you go, look at that Weedle. But I'm telling you, you go through it all. It'll tell you when to catch it, and it'll tell you what biomes, and a little bit about the Pokemon, and so on and so forth. So you keep going, and you get all that good stuff. Another thing though is you have access to a Pokedex item. Works very same way. So you can access your Pokedex with your eye function. But if you are really not trying to use your eye key, you don't want to hotkey the eye. You don't want to hotkey the eye key to your Pokedex. You can just get the item of the Pokedex. It works the same way. You go ahead and right-click it, opens up the Pokedex. You walk over to a Pokemon like this Golisopod here, and then right-click it, and of course it'll go straight to the, you know, how to catch it and things like that. Pretty cool. You know, I know the P-Wiki function is a thing, but this is, you know, it gives more content, more believability, if that makes any sense. Sometimes servers don't have P-Wiki enabled. A Pokedex will be clutch in situations like this, because if you've come across the Pokemon before and you don't know where to catch it, it'll pop up in your Pokedex. You can at least get a little bit of information about it. I think the Pokedex is a very, very neat function here. Alright, so this next command is going to be for the server owners and admins of that nature. However, you know, you can, of course, do it in your single-player world. And basically, it's going to be a Poke Kill command. So if things are getting a little bit laggy, you can go ahead and kill everything off. As you can see, there's a Darumaka here, and there's a Heatmore there. If I go ahead and run Poke Kill, and I don't know, let's go with 128. I think that's going to be the radius. Of course, that number can change. You can do whatever you want with it. If you do Poke Kill, it should kill off everything. And there are 16 Pokemon successfully killed. Oddly, this is very satisfying, but it's also very, very sad. But we got rid of all the Pokemon around, and then hopefully things are a little bit less laggy. However, there's a second command, works very, very similar, of course, on your servers. Say, for example, you're trying to do some events, crowning a champion of a tournament that you just hosted on your server, but everybody has their Pokemon out. If you do /PokeRetrieve, and the same thing, 128, it should, of course, retrieve nearby a player's Pokemon. I don't know. Does it work with ourselves? Is that a thing? Let's throw that Ivysaur out. 128, and it retrieved our own Pokemon, as you guys can see. So that's how it'd be pretty cool, especially if you're trying to host like a tournament as well, and everybody has their Pokemon out. It could cause lag and make the tournament not run so smoothly. So that's gonna be pretty cool. You know, those are some pretty neat features. There's some decor that we're gonna get into. So let's go ahead and jump over and take a look at that. So we have ourselves 4 new cushion blocks. These are actually pretty interesting. I thought they were going to be smaller than they were. I put one down and was a little surprised when I saw it. So we have a Pokeball floor cushion. We're going to put it down here, and then boom! As you guys can see, there is the Pokeball design. What's pretty cool here is you can sit on it, because that's the purpose of it. You can sit on the cushion of the Pokeball. I think this is pretty interesting. You know, it could work with your decorating. Now let's see if we try with a Great Ball. Ooh, look at the design. Looks slick. Next, of course, we have the Ultra Ball. Oh, is that another Pokeball? Do I not have a... Oh, no, it's a Fungus. This is a Fungus. I don't know what the actual difference between the Pokeball and the Fungus actually is, but that's what it shows. What is the difference? Someone in the comments got to fill me in on this. I don't know what the actual difference is. And then, of course, the Master Ball. Yo, why didn't they show my my Ultra Ball some love? I need some Ultra Ball action. So hopefully in the next like update we get an Ultra Ball. But we have 4 brand new cushions. Of course, this could work well for decorating things. That's for sure. I'm gonna be real with you guys at this moment. I kind of didn't think there was too much to go off of the decoration blocks that we got in this update, but I was not even sadly mistaken. I was greatly mistaken, because this is amazing. This is a great feature to bring in. Helps out with decorating things, especially if you have your very own server that you're trying to customize to your liking and for your player base and things like that. But check this out, guys. Check this out. We have a flat screen TV with a Nintendo Switch. That right here. This right here is the pinnacle of decoration so far. So think about like your adventures in Pokemon Red and Blue, Gold, Silver, Crystal, so on and so forth. And think about how in your room you always had a big TV with the current Nintendo console that was out there, or I guess handheld at times, because there's a 3DS at one point. And think about how, like, imagine if we had that in Pixelmon for decorating rooms. How that would personalize your room a lot better. This looks sick, clean. I like this a lot. And this is just the tip of the iceberg, I guess that's the quote. There's still so much more for us to go into. I'm telling you guys, I am telling you guys, this is a fresh take on decorations in Pixelmon, dude. This is the vending machine. I was looking at the icon, the icon that I have in my hand for the vending machine, and it looks very similar to what we had before. The moment you place it down, though, this is what you have. This is really nice. Really clean. And of course, you know, you could swap it out for any color you like, however many colors there are for the vending machines, and they'll all have that same take that you can see right here, just in the color that you wanted to choose. And it looks so good. It's so specialized for Pokemon in general. I like it. This is a good take on decoration so far. Another thing that got a revamp in this update is the umbrellas. So it's a brand new texture of the umbrellas. I don't even remember how the old umbrellas look. And of course, you can swap this out for any of the colors that are in the umbrellas. It'll share the new texture and model of it. Looks clean. I like it. I like it a lot. That definitely looks new, right? That definitely looks new. I think a lot of these updates are a lot of the model updates for these decorations are getting very modernized, I guess is the best way of doing it. Like, I can't really hate on the designs that we had previously. Pixelmon, you know, gave us a lot of good memories leading up to where we are now. But the fact that some, they're not quality of life things, it's more like just little bits and pieces here and there getting updated to a newer generation, so to speak. It's like making the jump from the 3DS to the Switch type of thing, or making the jump from the Game Boy Advance to the 3DS, and so on and so forth. Like, the more updates that we're getting makes things look so much more, makes you appreciate them a little bit better, which is pretty cool. I like this. This is, of course, the last of the real updates when it comes to a lot of these items that we already have in game. However, some popular features like Pokey Dolls got a few more, so we're going to go over those in just a second. So 6 new Pokey Dolls got added in. I'm going to be real with you, it says 6. I think it's 12 though, because it does include the shiny variants of said Pokey Doll. So starting things off, we have, of course, Cresselia and the shiny Cresselia. Don't know if it was in a previous update where we got one version of it and now we're getting the others. Or maybe they're just including them as a package deal 2-for-1. Poliwhirl and shiny Poliwhirl. Then we have the Lowland Starters, which of course starts off with Rowlets, shiny Rowlets. Poplio. The shiny Poplio doesn't look half bad, to be honest. Then we have Litten and shiny Litten. I think this is probably my favorite. Like, he has this pop. And then we have, of course, Zeraora. If you guys don't know, the owner of Pixelmon. His favorite mythical or legendary Pokemon is Zeraora, so it makes sense why that would be included. The Litten looks really clean, though. And a lot of attention to detail on the Litten to be honest, on that. So these are the Pokey Doll updates. And then, of course, I'm just going to read off a few things for you real quick. New texture reworks, meaning that they got a little bit of updated model. Include the Evolutions and Ferrothorn. Not too many this time around, but the Evolutions of Ferrothorn, so it should look a little bit cleaner when you aren't playing Pixelmon at this point forward. There are some new special textures, so let's go ahead and take a look at those, though. So only three new special textures here today. We have Snover first and foremost. If I'm not mistaken, it's going to be Christmas related. That is definitely a Christmas tree or some sort of ornament. Nah, it definitely looks like a Christmas tree to me. So that just means that Abomasnow is probably going to be a bigger Christmas tree. Yep, look at that thing.
Abomasnow!
Oh, he's a little mad at me. The Snover personally looks better, but I mean, you can definitely see the designs of the Christmas ornaments on it. And then finally we have Cresselia, which oh my god, that looks so sick! Okay. I thought it was just gonna be like a shadow version of Cresselia. This looks insane! It's like a galaxy version of Cresselia, by the way, if you guys kinda... Yeah, I'm sure you guys can see it. This looks insane. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. This is like my new favorite texture. Alright, so we are drawing closer to the end of today's episode. If you guys are wondering about other bug fixes that that got fixed with this update, I guess I should say, I'll read a few of them off, not really too important. However, be on the lookout for the patch notes if those come out to the public, which they always do. Make sure you guys are always, looking out on the Discord. When they announce the update going live, the patch notes get posted as well, so you can see for yourselves what exactly happens. So they fixed a few things regarding a few moves like Mind Blown and Photon Geyser. They fixed form checks on Lugia. They fixed Ho-Oh being able to learn Zap Cannon. They fixed Missing No spawning from Ditto eggs. Including Missing No, they also got rid of the spawn of Missing No. So it looks like the Halloween event that we did the update for last time has finally concluded. It means you guys got some extra days in there. I think you guys got like an extra 2 weeks in there. So if you guys got some more Missing Nos, yo, props to you guys. We fixed some sounds for a few Pokemon. And then we removed a bunch of old unused assets being still in the file, so making things a little bit easier. Fixed Ultra Space riding Pokemon into Portal Crash. So that's a big thing, especially with Ultra Space. And then some big fixes when it comes to Sheer Force, the ability. But that's pretty much the gist of this update. I think this was a really crucial update when it came to the Pokedex, something that lacked anything lacked much, to be honest. Like, it needed this desperate fix. The Pokedex is something really cool. New special textures, there's only a few of them. Nice. Pokey Dolls, nice. A lot of the old school items like the rugs, umbrellas, and vending machines got a nice overhaul. There is so much things. Pokedex, catch comboing, shiny charm. I'll probably include, I'm waiting on the dev to let me know. I'm pretty sure I'll include it in the video overall of how obtaining the shiny charm works. If not, I'll probably make a video separate on that. You guys will see it as it goes on. But guys, I think that's going to be it for today's update. I think this was a very structured update. This is really cool. It's a nice quality of life feature for a lot of players when it comes to this mod pack. It introduces shiny hunting methods, now that you think about it. You know, we always had the breeding, we always had the breeding, and then we had the random encounters. Now we have the catch combos. So, you know, maybe down the line, you might be able to chain fishing and get some catch combos that way, or chain fishing in general and do that thing. Some SOS, or who knows? Who knows? I guess pretty much from this point forward, it's like the door has been cracked open. It's just nothing full of ideas coming soon. So that's gonna be pretty cool. I know Ninja's a big shiny hunter himself, so I know he's gonna want to implement that to Pixelmon as much as he possibly can. I can't wait. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you guys. But it looks like that's gonna be it for today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Of course, smash that like button, subscribe if you are new. I'll see you guys next time for another video here on the channel. Peace!